I just thought I do want to add to that too. And that is that always remember, my darlings, my sisters, my daughters, my friends, that the most mature one is the one who refuses to be offended. It's the one who has given yourselves to the love of God so that you are able to come into marriage to love and serve, not just to be loved and be served. But just remembering and just keeping that in your mind that the one who is mature, if you're wanting to grow in maturity, then you just refuse to be offended. You just can't be offended anymore because you didn't come in to be taken care of and to be mamby-pambied. You came in to love and serve. So the one who just refuses to be offended, refuses to justify, refuses to fight back, refuses to defend yourself, the most mature one is the one who is striving for peace, who is fighting for and contending for there to be peace between the two of you. So when they're sharing something, your spouse might be sharing something with you, instead of already being in your mind going, yeah, no, yeah, well, you do that, and da-da-da, and just being on the attack and defending yourself or justifying yourself or pointing the finger back at them, that's all super immature. That's for little girls. But for grown women like yourself and myself, those of us who are overwhelmed with the love of God, learning to love as we are loved by our Father, when we're hearing something from our husbands and he's saying, look, I really don't like it when you do that, or when you do this or that, it's, really whatever. And you're able to go, oh, okay, no, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate you, taking the time to share that with me because I want to be such a blessing in your life. I want to be such a joy. And there's a lot of things I do. I don't even realize I'm doing them. And I've got a lot of growth still to go. So I really appreciate you telling me. And obviously, I'm going to take that straight to the Lord and I'm going to ask him to help me. We're going to start working on that. And because I want to be a blessing and I commit to doing that because I've committed to loving and serving you. So thank you for taking the time to share that. You could have just kept that to yourself and I wouldn't be growing in the marriage. So I really appreciate that you love me enough to share things that I can grow in. So that's a mature woman's response. An immature woman's response is like, excuse me? All right, well, let me tell you some things that you're doing that annoy me. And, or, just silly things. Or, no, I wasn't doing that. No, or the reason I did that was because, oh, don't you know, because, all that, you're never going to grow. You're never going to become the true queen that God has called you to be as his daughter. So just keep that in mind, darlings, that when your husband starts to share things with you, correct you, educate you, or whatever, make sure you're slow to speak and quick to listen, and that you're so thankful and that you're realizing that when he's sharing something with you, he's reaching out to make peace with you. He's reaching out to lift the relationship higher and teach you how to get along even better, how to minister to him even more, just how to have a deeper, richer relationship. So be thankful for that, because if you show an immature attitude, you're going to burn that bridge, and he's going to realize, you know what, it's not even worth me bringing things to her. All she does is justify, defend, or turn the tables on me. So really, it's no point me even trying to disciple this woman. I'm just going to leave that to her church discipler, and I'm just going to go about my ways. That would be so sad and so shameful. So make sure you are making that, I call it like the complaints department, but such a welcoming, open environment where you're like, thank you so much for taking the time to come and give us your feedback. Thank you so much for clarifying what that was that you weren't happy with. And that's it. We're coming after that. I appreciate you. I love you. And I thank you that you're reaching out and striving to make peace with me and striving to make our relationship greater. I love the effort you put into our relationship. Now, that kind of a heart, God loves it. Bless you, sweethearts.